Hello, you guys. Ignore my lighting. I know it's not right. I don't have it right yet. But hey Punksy, hey Lynn, Pointer Lover, hey Woofy. I hope you feel better. Hey Jane Doe, Sandy, Royal Blue, Cool Gamer. Hey Cece. Did I miss anybody? I know David was in here. Hey David. Hey Electro. How are you guys? Oh my goodness, what a day. I was just rushing around trying to get Bentley fed, trying to get everything in order to go live. Hey, Connie. Yeah, Woofy, just lay back and kick back and relax. Take care of yourself. So how are you guys? I was supposed to go live tonight, by the way, Pointer Lover. It was scheduled for tonight with Pink Dahlia, but she had just gotten home and she called me back and asked if she could have a little bit of time to rest. She wanted to wait till tomorrow. Hey, Aunt B. I was so excited because she called me this morning and she was like, do you want to do it live and talk about, our experience? I'm like, yes, I think that'd be so cool because I've talked to you guys about mine, but I would love to have her on to kind of hear how she saw things. So I scheduled it and then she called, like I said, and wanted to push it back a day, which was fine with me. So we're going to do that tomorrow. Then I thought, well, I want to go live still, but I didn't know what I should do it on. Hey, Robin, it's 11 a.m. Thursday. Confusing. Hey, Nanny Du Bois. So there was a couple things that happened I thought we could talk about, just a laid back little chat. I guess before we get into the stuff that really will just make you furious, we'll get into the stuff that'll just make you a little bit furious. Hey, Melinda, which would be today. Okay, I'm subscribed to a YouTuber by the name of AK Rocks, and he has been covering Suzanne Morphew for a long time and in depth. One of my dogs brought in a squirrel through the dog door and it was running around in the house. Then I locked myself out of the house and then I had to crawl through the dog door to get in. Oh my God. So I was watching AK Rocks. Hey, Cotton Candy Boobs. And he said that Linda Stanley, who is the prosecutor that I'm going to show you guys. So first, let me show you his channel just really quick. So here's his channel. I did link it in the description. We're not going to watch any of his videos, but I actually think I was looking for it. I think he may have taken it down. Maybe he switches it to members only. I thought this was interesting. See Barry Morphew at the bike crash site for 2 minutes the day before. He's going through everything. He has a great channel, so you guys go over there and subscribe. But he had posted about Linda Stanley. So I went to Twitter and I found here is Lauren Scharf on Twitter kind of talking about what happened. Oh, thank you, Cotton Candy Boobs. Hey, Miranda and Mom. Happy to see you. Okay. Thank you so much, Cotton Candy Boobs. So according to Colorado Attorney Regulation Council 11th Judicial DA, Linda Stanley had her law license suspended today for not continuing legal state education requirements. She's the only elected DA on the list, and this hasn't happened in at least 4 years. She is on administrative suspension until she can complete the paperwork for reinstatement. It doesn't affect the 11th Judicial DA's office day-to-day business because there are other attorneys in office. And she reached out to her and she hasn't heard back. I thought this was really interesting. Now, you guys remember, she came on Profiling Evil. Thank you, David. I made this. Oh, awesome, Jane Doe. She came on Profiling Evil and was very confident about Barry Morphew, said there were so many cases they had tried and won with no body. And basically, if anybody, she was overly confident, which made a lot of people feel really good about her. I mean, I was excited to see what she was going to do. So, Suzanne Morphew, they let Barry go, and supposedly Suzanne was, they knew where she was under 5 feet of snow. Anybody in Colorado, can you tell me, is there still snow on the ground? 5 feet of it to where they could, I mean, come on, they could do it if they really wanted to. Why hasn't she been found if they knew where she was? Oh, hey, Amber. Happy to see you. Hey, Deco Painter and Tea. So I just don't know. Hey, Jess. I think I got bit by a bug or something. My leg is like seriously itching. And there's like a little whelp. I can feel it. So, anyways, weird, but it is news. I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with Suzanne's case. So the next thing I was going to talk to you guys about, well, let me see first. Sandy. I don't know about Colorado, but around Lake Tahoe, we have a few feet of snow, like way up in the mountains, like impossible spots to get to. Hey, Sandy Beach. Use that cream I sent you. I will. I've actually used it on Bentley. Look at it, please. Look at what? Oh, the bug bite. I've actually used that cream on Bentley and Emily. This is like a weird, like, I don't know, bug bite. It's like a weird whelp. It's like skinny and long. It's like a line. Hey, Muffy Dragon Slayer. I pray Suzanne and Summer are both found before winter hits. I do too. I remember thinking about Summer being out there when winter hit last year. And yeah, I have a bad feeling Barry's going to get away with this pointer lover. I do too. Thank you, everyone. I'm still recovering. I have regurgitation on a few heart valves. Oh my gosh, David. I hope you feel better. And by the way, message me when you get a chance, if you don't care. Hey, Anonymous. So now we're going to talk about last night and some stuff in Summerwell's community. Let me see if I can, well, let me just look on here real quick and see if anything comes up. Making false calls of self. So it's kind of interesting. I think I'll start with yesterday. Hey, Emily. Yesterday we started to hear we heard some news about a trafficking ring that was busted in Tennessee. We also heard about some bones that were found that they were said to be that of an adult male. And so yesterday was already feeling kind of, everyone was anxious, on edge, you know, wondering, could this be Summer? There was just immediately YouTubers going live about it and stuff, and, just on edge. Well, then they had more snow 3 days ago. Oh my God. Wow. So then last night, we have yet another prank in the name of Summer. Now, we don't know exactly who's behind it, and we can get into that and how you guys feel about it. But I'm getting real sick and fucking tired of it. I've just got to be honest. I knew I was going to get mad. I'm mad. I was mad last night. I'm still mad. I'm sick of people using this little baby's name for the fucking nonsense. And it's not even, the sad thing is, it could be people very close to her. Because, okay, so Candace reached out to Candace, we don't know if it was her. Candace's phone number reached out to multiple YouTubers. I know you guys heard about it. I posted about it last night on my community page. I've been in the chat room seeing you guys talking about it and stuff. Reaching out, claiming that she was going to hurt herself. And she reached out to a few different YouTubers. Dolly Vision, Benny Keys, I think Ernie as well. Now, then Queen Bee, which is another YouTuber, had called her mom and found out that she was okay. So then we found out it's a prank, another prank, just like Dawn being arrested. And I'm going to play that. I'm going to find out. I was thinking right before, I was like, you know what? I need to refresh my memory. I need to hear that again. But before we get there, so Queen Bee said, she was kind of going off like, this is bullshit. Even towards Candace in a way, like she was really pissed. I was too. That felt just the same way. Like, but today I was told in her chat, and I saw it in a couple others, that she is claiming it wasn't her and that somebody had spoofed her number. Now, I didn't even know this was possible, but there was someone in the chat who said, yeah, my husband just did it to me like 5 minutes ago. I think they might have been testing it out. So, but the thing is, this person would have to have Benny's number, Dolly's number, Ernie's number, and Candace's number. And if it was Candace, why, if you're really going to do something like that, you're not going to reach out to like 3 YouTubers unless the only reason you would reach out to like YouTubers with something like that is because you want it to get out there, right? Hey, Marcy, I'm a new sub, kiddo. Oh, welcome. I so love when I hear from like somebody new. It's really, really cool. Welcome to my little channel. It's a little family over here. Yeah. Last night was crazy. Oh, this makes me pissed off. I know. What do you guys think? Who do you think is behind the oh, thank you, Pointer Lover. I do have the best mods and the best chat. So, who do you guys think was behind the calls? Do you think it was Candace? Do you think it was somebody else? What motive does she have to do it? What motive? She is okay. Yep, she's okay. She said it wasn't her. She said that it wasn't her. That's what Queen Bee said on her channel today, which I should have linked that in the description. So, don't know, Candace, love this little family. Oh, Connie, that makes me so happy. Hey, Aussie True Crime, Candace. I absolutely think it was Candace. So why? Do you guys remember? Thank you, Sandy Beach. Do you guys, I made this dress, you guys, and it have, see, it's like, you can't really see the swirl on it unless you, but it's cute. It has little pockets. Oh my gosh, it's so comfy and cozy. But hey, Broken Justice. I'm just wondering, what would her motive be? Why would she do this? Last time this happened, drunk or for attention. You made that. I'm so impressed. Thank you, Cheryl. Last time, you guys remember, oh my God, I actually have the little clip right here. There were some news that came out. Within a couple of hours, there is a prank that sets YouTube like crazy. YouTube goes wild because they say that Don is arrested and he's with it. Like, first he's with, there's talk of cartel and mafia and just crazy. And it was right after something happened. So yesterday, there was that trafficking thing and those bones were found. I honestly don't know what to even think. I'm going to play this little clip from one of my old videos. I played it before. It's from J is for Justice podcast. And she actually told me at the time she didn't mind that I clipped this. So I'm going to play that and I'm going to find the prank. So this happens, then we have the prank. Yesterday, those things happened, then we have another prank, which is awful. Nobody wants to see anything happen to Candace. I don't. If you do, that's horrible. Now, I want whoever, I don't know, Candace, there's shady things. Her story doesn't add up, but there's other shady people too. So we don't know. She could literally have nothing to do with it. Now, with Summer going missing, and I don't know. Here, this is what happened before the last prank.
for obvious reasons. Okay. So I'm going to get right to it. My question for Don is the $50K that you said you borrowed, Don, was that $50,000 in cash or $50,000 in product? Thank you, Soulskin. Thank you. Because this is about summer. Okay. So I have receipts. I would never, ever say this without proof. I have, oh, good Lord. I have voice recordings of him. I have screenshots. I can't show them all because this person wants to remain anonymous. Because he offered to help her monetarily because he, quote unquote, felt sorry for her. He also told this woman he loved her and other weird things. But I'm going to share with you the receipt that I am going to show you today. Hopefully in the future I can show you more. But for now, this is enough. So this is Donald on his Facebook, speaking with a woman that he's been confiding in. And she says, "Who do you think took Summer?" He says, "Wish I knew. Got a 12 gauge ready." She says, "Was there anyone you owed money to, or that has maybe vanished from your life since Summer got taken?" Borrowed $50,000. LOL. And there's more.
Okay, so soon as that news about the 50,000 comes out, we have their infamous prank. Then we have the prank yesterday. So this is serious. You shouldn't type law enforcement resources, especially if there are people needing help. Robin, yes, exactly. And think about it. I know at least probably every creator she called probably called 911. Then people in their chat was making up this story about him. And so lots and lots of shady folks involved. Oh my God. That's the thing. Even though she hasn't been completely honest, she hasn't told the same story. We don't know who the last person to lay eyes on that baby was and when that happened exactly. Was it in the house, outside of the house? Was it Candace, the kids? I mean, but she's not the only one who looks shady. Everybody looks shady at this point. Yeah, so yesterday, Broken Justice, she called a couple creators or someone from her number, messaged different creators saying that she was going to end her life. Thank you, Muffy. Very sweet. Which you're not going to reach out to that many creators unless you want a story out. But let's go listen to this prank for a minute because I want to refresh your memory at how good she was and like at how believable she was. I need to refresh my memory too. And just, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, look. So my friend Amber actually has the video over there. So I'm going to use hers. And you guys, we probably won't listen to it all. But if you want to go back and listen to it all, definitely go there. See, sound quality has been sharpened, made more clear, volume's been turned up. And she's done that with other videos too, like body cams. And she has a good channel. You guys go check it out if you haven't yet. Dismiss.
Hello? Hey, Mary. Hey.
Thank you, Muffy.
What's going on, Candace?
I know, Marcy. Hey, Scone. Hey, Killer Lips.
Who did? They did? How come? I don't know.
See, and this is what frustrates me, because it wasn't just a prank on the sister. She was well aware that the sister was in contact with Chris McDonough, and she had been on his channel and different stuff. I'm pretty sure by that point, because when she came out with her, when they came out with the claims against Dawn and everything. So you're basically pranking all of YouTube. This is going to get out. Like YouTube, it could be so valuable to helping find your daughter. All these creators, who some of them are just desperate for anything and everything. Summer Wells, and that's a whole nother conversation. But the point is, you have a lot at your fingertips to help you find your daughter. You get out there, make videos, tell us who she was, what she liked, what she would do day to day. Like, do those kind of things, and let creators talk about that instead of talking about your prank, talking about Dawn going to jail, because that may actually help Summer. I love this picture of her, by the way. It's in Grandis's camper, and then Amber put Candace in the top corner, passed out in church.
I wouldn't tell you the reason why, but they're flying off to Boston, Massachusetts. They're flying him off to Boston? Yeah. Really? Oh my gosh, Candace. They didn't tell you why? No. So what they do? They just knocked on the door and came in and cuffed him and took him? Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, Candace. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
How disturbing, how believable.
I wish they would have told you the reason why.
So we're supposed to wait. So it's so hard to hear this, and we're supposed to believe that she didn't text those creators, that someone else had all their numbers and hers, and thought this would be fun to do, stir up YouTube for the night, make it crazy. I mean, you could use them to spread the word about your daughter. Oh my God, y'all, I swear it gets me mad. It's ridiculous. Replacing flyers, absolutely.
Oh, really?
You could be out there replacing flyers because they need to be replaced desperately. There are none on the stores. There are none anywhere out on the other roads. Only a couple right around the end of Ben Hill Road on Beach Creek Road. Not even all of Beach Creek. Just that one little section. All of Beach Creek is lined with missing dog posters.
Wow, Candace, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry, Candace. Oh my gosh,
Marcy,
I'm so sorry, honey.
it really is.
I feel so bad for you. I wish I was there. I wish I could hold you, Candace. He's never been me the kid is wrong. Ever. He's always been the greatest father. Right? Oh my gosh, Candace, I'm so sorry.
Oh, thank you, Muffy. You're too sweet.
So you don't think that they're just gonna take him for maybe a couple of days and release him? No, I don't think.
Open minds, that's a good question. What did she think Mary was going to do? Well, I believe that she knew that she would probably go on YouTube with it. Considering she had already made the claims against Dawn and that stuff. Because at this time, it was assumed that he could have been arrested for that. So maybe she wanted to get the attention off of the $50,000 in the clip I just played you guys. That text message had came out from Dawn, and maybe she wanted to get the attention off of that, him saying that he had borrowed $50,000 from someone. So he either had $50,000 at the time or he owed it, which is all really concerning with a missing baby. One thing I'm done with is the pranks and the games. Grandma talked this morning and she confirmed Candace is fun. Yeah, that's what I said. I had mentioned your channel. And Lynn, will you link it for me, pretty please? Or Broken Justice? And you guys definitely go over there and check it out, because Queen Bee is actually friends with Grandma Candace. So it's a different perspective. And yeah, she has a great channel. I think that was the point, to see if she was talking to YouTube. Candace wanted Mary to drop the charges against Dawn. She knows shows she's not as dumb as people may think she is, trying to twist and manipulate, which takes away from finding Summer. Well, you hear this, and like I said, she did this prank the day. It was hours that they did this prank, hours after that text came out about the $50,000. Dawn, a text is released of Dawn claiming that he borrowed $50,000 from someone. Within hours, this comes out. Now, I don't know who did this prank yesterday. I don't know. But I don't like it. Whoever did it, it's bullshit. It's disgusting. Like I said, YouTube could be a phenomenal tool to finding Summer. People are desperate for anything to talk about involving her, and then you know, and people are desperate to watch it. Even me, I'm guilty of it. I want to see all of it. So you could be using YouTube to really, help in a way. And like I said, there's other things that could be done, like the flyers and other things, or just get on your channel and let's talk about Summer, who she is, what she likes. Tell us an experience. Tell us what she thought about getting ready to start school. I know you guys had that conversation. What was she nervous? Was she excited? Her brothers went to school, so I don't know. I just put vinegar on your leg. Ooh, interesting. The little girl in the picture holding the door doesn't look anything like Summer. I don't know what you're talking about. What was the prank yesterday? Sheila, someone, which was either Candace or someone using Candace's number, and supposedly it's pretty easy to do that, contacted several creators claiming that Candace was about to hurt herself. Do you think Candace was just reaching out to see if she had any friends left because she feels lonely? I don't know. Maybe she does. But I think that there's better, you can't not expect when you reach out to 3 YouTubers that a YouTuber wouldn't go live about it. And I have to feel that's what you would want if you're doing that. Who would lend him that kind of money? I don't know. Maybe nobody lent it. Maybe he got it. Maybe he sold something that cost a lot of money. I don't know. But he for sure was telling people that he had borrowed $50,000 the day that this prank happened. I'm going to play another minute or two of it. Just let's listen. It's been a while.
Oh, you don't think so? Well,
good night, Punksy.
I don't
girl.
know, Candace. I don't know. They might just take him maybe for a couple hours. Maybe they're just taking him to question him or something. You know what I mean?
Hey, TCA.
What? But why would they take him all the way to Boston? This is the question, I don't know. Boston? I don't know. He don't have any ties in.
Imagine what this did to Dawn's family, because in the call you hear Mary, or it was either in the call or after in the interview, talk about telling her dad. So a couple things. I agree with you, Marcy, 100%. I'm also a recovering addict. I've done a few videos on addiction, which I want to get back to because that's really important to me. But I agree. It's both. I don't know. It's more than just addiction, but also I can't imagine what it must be like to have a missing baby. Now, whether they did it or not, it's got to be super stressful to go through. Because, like, I used to have a boyfriend who was like a bad boy. Like, he was stealing cars and just doing stupid shit. And this was like in high school, and he was running from the law. He was like hiding for months, and he was so anxious. He lost a ton of weight, and he started getting gray hairs, and he was young, super young. So even, either way, it's got to be the most stressful thing they've ever lived through. And Beagle Mom, I've been saying this from the get-go. People who say that she's not smart, just because people use country slang or talk with an accent or don't use the best grammar does not mean they're not smart. Number one, she may not be book smart. She maybe didn't spend a lot of time reading books and shit, but I swear, you can tell she is street smart, and so is her mother. They're very street smart. You can see that. I'm surprised that any text has ever come out with Grandma, because they are so street smart. That's why I believe that a lot of times they keep quiet. You the bomb, girl, Juicy Jules. They are both very smart. Yeah. Just because you talk with an accent, or you maybe come from a place, people don't understand it. If you're not from the country, you may look at that at these folks and not understand them at all. But they're not stupid. And you know what? As far as that goes, if I could say another nice thing about, at least about Grandma, I used to think, like, who wouldn't be suspicious? She's been there when two people, like, she's the one factor that was there in both missing person cases. But since then, and now I'm still very suspicious of things with Candace, but with Grandma, not so much anymore. I do find it interesting. She's distanced herself with this nap that she took. But I think that's because she knows she needs to distance herself, and it very well could be the truth. But also, her going to these missing person events and setting up the tape. I showed you guys that is really what changed things for me with her. Because for a long time, I was so suspicious of her, but at this point, I'm just not anymore. Here they are. So every year she goes to this event in Wisconsin. Here's the message about it I found on Facebook. And she has a table for Rose. And this year she actually went and added a table for Summer. So, and this was her little table. And then here was the flyer from the event. So, I've been saying, just because she talks slow doesn't mean she is slow. No. And from, like, coming from West Virginia, I've seen so many people who live like them and talk like them, and it's nothing. They're just more country folks. Like, I always was a little bit more into, like, I don't know, like fashion and different things with the internet and being like up to date and hip with stuff, right? Some people are just not like that. They're just not. Candace is just playing with everyone again. I never thought about that. Candace knows how to get her hustle on for sure. CM says there is a new lead in Rose's case. I hope the boys are doing amazing. I do too. Could be strategy. Barb, I know. That's okay. We can disagree. I used to feel like you feel. I don't call her Grandis because I know she finds that disrespectful. So I've changed that. Now, She goes every year, and the detective in Wisconsin is very nice. Candy keeps in touch with him. See, that's good to know. But, many people who don't trust her. I didn't either at first. Like I said, it just over time, I've kind of, just like with Robin, I used to be very suspicious of Robin. Over time, that's faded. David Dotson, same there. There are some people who I have always been suspicious of. Hey, Rena. And some people who, like Tim Mullen, he inserted himself in this case. Don or Candace did not want that. He wanted that. That's odd to me. And his behavior is bizarre. The way he words things, bizarre. New lead in Rose's case and nothing on Summer. Open minds, that's awful. I bet the grandma had a hard life. She's a suspect. That's okay. Like I said, we can disagree, Yeah, that's how yeah. What did he say what the lead was in Rose's case? Hey, Margot. Let's keep listening to this just for a minute.
In Boston that I know of, right? Not that I know of. Just, the only places he's ever been is like Pedro. That's all I know. Pedro.
Shit. Barb, I don't disagree. She's a suspect. I think I think everyone is probably at least, well, they've not ruled anyone out. We know that. Okay. That's a fact. I go by the facts here. That's it. So they're focusing on a specific person, apparently. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, so I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I am not suspicious of her any longer like I used to be. Now, how far, she does sound genuine and caring. How far, though, would she go maybe to cover things up for her daughter? I don't know. Just like Brian Laundrie's parents, probably pretty far. So that's kind of how I feel. This stuff right here is what makes it hard to support Candace. The games and the pranks are just not funny. No, they are not. What do you mean, Barb? It's just, you think she has guilty knowledge. So, see, I could maybe get on board with something like that, like wouldn't tell on Candace, knew that Candace, which we have heard that she left the hill. That's why I want people I hope the cops have looked at wells and mine shafts in the area. But I don't know, you guys. Then again, this something that really, we got to talk about this. And then I'll play another minute. But you guys, I heard this today in Queen Bee's Lab, and I've thought of this before, but today it just hit me different. What if tomorrow we find out that Tim Mullen, or this new guy that I showed y'all yesterday, the guy that was making wreaths and that also has a red truck, what if someone else did it? Then I don't know. I just, and if they're not involved, there are certainly things that they could have done better with their kids. We could all do better. They've had a big spotlight on them. We could all do better with our kids, but there are some things that were really hard to see, like Summer's bedroom. But that's one thing, if being involved in Summer's disappearance is a whole nother thing. But I'm just saying, what if they weren't? Then what? All the people who have, said the most awful things about them and calling them a baby killer, asking them, where's she buried? Just tell us where she's buried. You know what I mean? How do you come back from that? And how awful to go through if you didn't do it and you really are just completely devastated. Your baby's gone and you're being blamed for it. Because if something happened to my baby, I know I wouldn't be blamed for it, though, because I damn sure wouldn't be doing pranks and bullshit. I wouldn't be on YouTube trying to find a boyfriend. I'd be on here talking about my baby. But I'm just saying. Uh-oh, Wolfie, what happened? LFT, hello. Oh, just some more craziness. There was some craziness last night on YouTube. Oh, and the DA in Barry Morphew's case was suspended, but really just laid back kind of chit chat. I mean, I don't know, you guys. Is there anything like, I don't know. My theory changes every day, but it's like being on a rocky boat with this lot being tossed every way. I know. It is. It really, really is, Raven. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset anyone. Once those words are spoken, it's hard to take them back. No, you didn't upset me at all. I thought you were correct. It just made me think. I've seen some really bad shit be said to them. I haven't said it. I remained pretty fair with them until this prank bullshit. You know, and I still think I was fair, but that's just kind of when I felt, regardless, I've seen awful things be said. Yep, you're right, Sandy Beach. But so suspicious, and they were innocent. I remembered that. The thugs that were around that house could have easily taken that baby. Now, the thing is, having been there and seeing in person, I don't believe a stranger went up that hill. I don't believe like someone could have followed them home and would have went through that. I don't believe that she walked. There's no damn way she walked off that hill. But, I mean, could somebody the family knows or somebody get pissed off at mom or dad? Or, you know, when you're in the drug world, you're around some really shady characters. So need to get up to speed on things. I hope everything's okay, LFT. Too many red trucks. I know. When I went there, oh my God, y'all, I ain't never seen so many red trucks in my life. Show me your color eyes. Thank you. Or I don't know why I said thank you, but I don't know if you can see them. They're blue. Well, no, they're like bluish, greenish, weird. Not after seeing your photos. And you know what? Before I thought maybe that back hill she could have went down, because growing up in the mountains, we climbed up and down mount like all the time. But this was, not only was it almost straight down in places, it was straight down in places, but then you have that creek at the bottom and it's just rolling. So there's no way. Then you cross the creek and you go straight up with like a little cliff to the road. So I think of these other cases of children like Cleo. Oh my God. Can you imagine? I did watch your videos of Boone Hill. Oh, awesome, Marcy. If my son was younger, I'd put tracking equipment. I thought about that with like the cell phone or something. I like making sure you have them either with like an iPhone that you could find my iPhone, or maybe some kind of family GPS.
I don't know, Candace. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Oh, I know. I have nobody now. Oh my gosh. I know. When's your mom? Is your mom?
Now she back? Really has nobody.
No. She's not. From the Capitol. That's all I know. Wow.
She was saying all kinds of shit. We know she was drunk, which is... I do find my iPhone and my kid is 20. That's funny. Hey, Muscles and Mascara. Queen Bee, you know, I know that people that don't know the family at all are usually like, you know, or can't have done things like this and stuff like that. That's not what I mean. It's just having been there, it's so hidden, it's so steep, and it would be so much easier for a stranger to grab a kid at school or, you know, at a playground or Walmart, the mall. But this is so, I feel like the only way is if somebody was up there already, or like maybe somebody who had been up there before, Jose, or, you know, someone who knows the property, or maybe somebody who was up there like the tree cutters doing a job Tim Mullen, who was doing drone photography of the area, like before she went missing. Some real estate for real estate purposes. So I just think it had to be somebody that was familiar with where they were going and who they were going to, and maybe even, probably even, what the family would be up to. Like if Candace had a routine of getting drunk every day at around 5 and somebody knew that, you know what I mean? That kind of thing. I grew up in the beautiful state of Kentucky. We would pack a lunch and stay in the hills until dark. Me too. I grew up in West Virginia, and I loved being in the woods. I mean, like every day, especially when it was nice out. And then once I got to be a teenager, me and my friends would ride four-wheelers every single day. Hey, Mallory. Hey, Hannah. Could be someone used to live there like 10 years ago. Could be something like that. Tree cutters. Yeah, we can. The thing is, I respect you guys' opinion when we don't agree. So you guys should respect mine, right? And the other people in the chat. If you want people to respect yours, you be respectful of others. It's kind of give and take. I mean, we're not 5, but I'm not trying to talk to you like you're 5, but I'm saying. There have been so many questionable characters. It's hard to tell with all the bullshit and the lies. I agree. It had to be someone that knew them in their house, the hill, etc. Yeah, totally. I got a question for you, Queen Bee, since you I would love to have you up sometime, but since you kind of know the family and stuff, which I don't know if you could even say it truly, but have you been, which you did kind of say you were suspicious of Candace. So do you think that Candace or Dawn, because Dawn is totally different too than Candace, do you think one of the two or both are involved? Heard there was a bus driver there too. I tracked my niece who was 30 and my sister who was 50. The terrain is too hard to manage carrying a child who'd be struggling. Yeah, I go back and forth with things all the time. Drugs can make you do bad things. Yeah, I agree. Totally. I just want to know about that $50,000. I guess their plan worked, right? This little prank right here took all the attention off that. That kind of it's not even talked about or mentioned. Most people don't even think of it. And so if this last night was Candace, what would be the motive?
Wow, that is just crazy, Candace. That is crazy. Wow. I'm really sorry to hear that, Candace.
Scallum.
God. I can't believe that they didn't, I don't know, they didn't say something to you. You know what I mean? And then, so they said that they were going to take him to Boston. Are you sure they didn't say Utah? Over the Mexican mafia stuff. Oh, right. So, do you know anything about that? I don't know anything. Wow. Well, did Donnie ever come into some money that you knew about or anything? About $80,000. I don't know.
Wait, what did he say?
About or anything?
So interesting. Mary asked that. She must have seen the text that came out that day. Like I said, it was within hours this prank happened. I cannot understand her though, and I know. Let's see what closed captioning does.
Wow. Well, did Donnie ever come into some money that you knew about or anything? About $80,000. I don't know. Wow. My goodness. Yeah,
that's what I thought, Cray Cray.
That's just really crazy, Cat.
Oh my God. Look at that precious little angel. Mm-mm-mm. Broken justice, tell me. No one has been cleared. You're correct. $80,000. That's what I thought she said. But what does she say? I don't know. You are like my echoing twin. You say exactly what I've said. Do you have a channel, Scott? I'll have to go over there and look. That's cool. This just makes me shake my head. Now I have a question. Was this call before or after they came out? It was after. So it was after the SA allegations. And then, like, that day, some text messages were released between Don and a woman he was talking with on Facebook. And in those messages, he talks about having $50,000, having borrowed $50,000 from someone. Now, within hours from that being released, this prank happens, and all of YouTube is like thinking that he's been arrested. Now, at the time, people thought it was because of the SA stuff. No one thought it was because of Summer. At least I don't think so. That's kind of how I remember it. But yeah, so it's okay. I think TBI is very close. Oh, I hope so. Candace up the ante. Lots of videos. Scott E. Schools. Oh, cool. Great footage of the area, too. Oh, I'll have to go over there and check you out. Dang, where's my phone? Because I want to save your channel name. I don't even know what I did with it. Lynn, will you save that for me? I ask you that all the time. Lynn, will you take a screenshot? Yeah, it shows it's pretty. I'm in the house. What do you mean? Thank you, Lynn. Awesome. Scott, I'll be over there tonight to check it out. Thank you, Woofy. That's what I also thought about asking Woofy too. Lynn, Woofy. But sometimes Lynn's been doing it for me because Woofy's been working when we've been live. Okay, let's see.
Over the ocean. Wow.
She's damn good.
Yeah,
damn
that's
good.
Crazy, Candace. I don't understand what's going on, because if they're gonna extradite him to Boston,
Now at the time, this is wild because, well, let me look real fast. If you search Boston FBI, it's like there's a place there for, hold on. There was a cyber attack today on Boston Children's Hospital. It was either crimes against children. Oh, there was like they specialized in something. I know you guys can't even see what I'm looking at yet. Maybe it was this. Oh, okay. So the FBI Boston divisions, they have a human trafficking task force. And when this call happened, I remember like YouTubers and maybe subscribers too, who had looked into it, looked up why would he be going to Boston, and they were like, well, they have these crimes against children, so maybe it is for Summer. Like I remember some people speculating and questioning that. Oh, Scott, that's so cool. Well, I'm glad you're talking now. Hey, Paul, I love when people have that watch that don't talk though. I love when they do talk. Oh, thank you, Muffy. You're amazing too. Thank you. I just want to say I believe Summer Wells is still alive. I hope so. It's possible. It's happened many other times that people have been kidnapped and they were actually held captive the whole time. Not that her life would be very not valuable, but like, what would you say? Like, not that she'd be living the best, happiest life, But that's so cool, Scott. I wanted to go there for longer. I want to go back and see how accessible the mines and the wells are, the ones close to the house. There's a couple of both, right? Pretty close to the house. I hope by July there's something. Someone blocked me 180 seconds. Just show me your eye color. I'm sorry, Jocelyn. It's okay. My mods are protective. I'm sorry. It was me. And again, don't come back. Drool face to a woman is not respectful. My brother is a lawyer on YouTube. What the heck? My hair is wet. And he seems to think the beginning of July something will happen. I had read that. Hey, Captain Price the Second. I watch Jody Sue Brown and Don't Talk, but I watch her too sometimes. I was shocked because once I started like really looking into her, she's actually really like artsy and very like, I don't know, just not what I expected at all. Hey, Guidance in Life TLC. Sorry about that, Jocelyn. It's all right. Just no more drool faces. one, oh, right on Simpson Lane. One whale or mine shaft. Get Captain Price out of here. Is the God of the United States of America the coolest president of all time? Okay. How are you doing today? Legacy? I don't know. I hope and pray so. I hope and pray it's not going to turn on to this forever of, because there's a lot of interest, which means a lot of rumors, a lot of craziness. It gets chaotic. And just like last night, and I hate that. I think that she deserves better in her memory. I hope that she's found and the person that took her or hurt her is whatever happened is prosecuted. And then that, that it's not the never, I hope that we always talk about her, but not like this, in the future, after all of that, then move on to the other kids. There's lots of missing kids and I don't know. I just hope that she's found and it doesn't become this forever because she deserves a lot better than her entire legacy being all of this chaos and craziness on YouTube, which is not really in real life because in the area, a lot of people don't even know. Candace called Dolly BK and Ernie Shell. Yep, she did. Or someone did from her number because she claims that it wasn't her. I meant pool, not boat. Oh my goodness gracious. You guys are amusing.
I just don't know why they would do that, Unless... Wow. Yeah. Huh?
Oh my God. The level of manipulation this takes is just, it's gross, y'all.
Well, if he's messed up and brags, Candace,
when you can,
not your fault, okay? That's not your fault, Candace, okay?
Fucking
and there's not a lot you can do about that, There's not, I mean, you can stand behind him and be there for him, Candace, But if you... stand behind him. Yeah. And I just... Oh my gosh, I just don't know. I don't know what to tell you, Candace.
What she put that poor lady through? For what? Don't you believe that Dawn did that to them? Why would you want to cause more grief for them? You had to know that who you're with and who you're married to. This call is sick as hell. It just makes me sick listening to it again. But you know what? The only reason that we are is because of what happened last night. It brings all of this back up, which makes me think she's absolutely capable of all of it. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was. I don't know. But the more I listen to this, I'm getting pissed. I want to.
Sorry. Do you think he Summer's disappearance?
I want to watch this for really quick because I hadn't heard about that. There was another shooting. But I do want to say it is kind of interesting, though. If you look, we know that grandma's kind of skeptical of Dawn with certain things. We've seen that in text. And, Candace came out with on Ernie's show as feeling the same way. So what do you guys think Dawn's going to say when he gets out? Hey, Lex. It does look funny, her linking drug deals to Summer's disappearance. Well, even Dawn talking about borrowing the $50,000, which I believe they wanted people to forget about, and it worked. So don't forget about it, people. Dawn, just the day that this last prank happened, texts were released where he admitted that he borrowed $50,000 from somebody. Yeah, and in Texas again, they say they're, oh my God. Hey, his Sally my Jack. After Candace calls. Margot, Candace says that it wasn't her. And I found my phone. And people have said it actually is pretty easy to Pointer Lover. It is pretty easy to use fake messages from a number. Dawn's job definitely pays him decently. Drywall is shakes her fist. Hey, how are you? Let's see.
In my heart, I don't. In your heart, you don't? No. That's because you love him, Candace. He's your husband.
I believe Mary must think Dawn's involved. Before we move on to see about this Oklahoma hospital shooting, I got to know, do you guys think when Dawn gets out or from the jail, if somebody can get to him, what do you think he's going to say? And yeah, I don't think he's going to be happy, but I also don't think that if he's controlling and stuff like we hear, that she needs to stay with him. She needs to move on and go get some help for herself and those kids. Marcy, that is so true. National news priority is politics and not our missing children. Where is Johnny? Mary had law enforcement search where Dawn, and Candace did the memorial for Summer in the mountains. You whoop because you have wrench, but you just chicken. She have 132. Hey, now, be nice to my woof. I can still hear that background music a little bit, you guys. Is she trying to say, look over that way, not here? That's what she was doing with this prank right here. She was. She just was. Period. And I said I wanted to see receipts, but we saw when, I'll go back to this for just a minute. He showed his phone. I didn't see that. And look, you can see that these are not, he had messaged her before. And he says something about, do I have your permission to move the limbs from around the sign? And then last night, you call, what can I do for you, Candace? And then she says, ending my, and he says, please don't do that. Another thing is, what if she was serious? What if she is trying to reach out for help? You know what I mean? You don't want to, You don't want to push somebody when they're already like at that point. So it's just, I don't know. It's tough. Now you're hidden. Bye. Good night. Josephine, you can't be mean to the wolf. Sorry. It is what it is. Oh, I know that Dawn made good money. I know they were not poor. They didn't spend money on the kids or the home. Exactly. She said Dawn wouldn't let her uh, decorate. Well, I mean, I wonder. That did she even attempt to clean? Or maybe, I mean, we know she had money to go to Hippie House and buy, and the tobacco store and buy vapes and different stuff like that. So why not buy some Lysol, a sponge, Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, some candles? Just, you don't have to spend $20 and spiff it up a little bit. Maybe then he would think, I don't know. I just don't see that. We were talking to Dolly at that very time. He was legitimately worried and ultimately panicked. Being a carny back years ago, Candace and Grandma and Dawn and Candace inviting sketchy people into their home and on their property. And I can only imagine the types of people they're involved with. Lex, I totally agree. I said that earlier. When you're doing drugs and stuff, you're around sketchy people, period. I think Dawn spent a lot of money on the kids. Summer was mostly dressed nice and all the toys, so many toys, mini bikes, etc. I've seen them. True, but Scott, I've seen Candace back in November before Summer went missing was selling like really nice Paw Patrol toys on Facebook yard sale. Paw Patrol was Summer's favorite thing. Why would she like, so maybe he did, but they certainly didn't keep it long. Look at Summer's room. There was nothing in there. Nothing. I mean, there was a couple little things, but not much. So, and also we know that, we hear a rumor. We don't know if it's true or not, but we have heard this from more than one person that they don't go grocery shopping and buy like fruits and veggies and stuff like that. It's like frozen pizza pockets, chips, like just quick, throw it in the microwave. That's the life they lived. That's what we hear from people. It could not, maybe it's not true. I don't know, but will there be consequences for this? No. Karma, I guess. She was mean towards the whole channel, so bye. Yep. Bye. Dawn made much more than my dad ever did. Of course, my dad was onto drugs and alcohol. Where is Candace? I don't know. I didn't hear that. Like, where she I don't think she's on Ben Hill Road. Dawn's self-admission of knowing and have been to places where they sell kids. And wouldn't Dawn contact or tell law enforcement, TBI, FBI about these places if he truly believed Summer was abducted? Oh, that's a good point. I never thought about that. I heard they church hop for donation for the kids. It's word on the street, cannot prove it. So Smoky Blue Days lives close by. We heard Robin say she thought that's why they came to church, but she was surprised that didn't end up being why they were there. They ended up staying. Yeah, the calls were a prank. Jody Sue said this about church hopping. Interesting. Jody Sue found out they weren't selling anymore. Scott, did you see that post? I was trying to look to see if you responded. Have you seen that post of her selling those Paw Patrol toys and stuff? I've seen Grandis cook. I think Candace did too. Not sure. Interesting. What have I missed? What calls? All that glitters. Oh my. So someone texts 3 YouTubers and from Candace's phone number, which she claims it was not her, and said that she was going to, you can see it on the screen actually. I have to laugh when I curse because I'm so sweet. Now, you hear people say like, oh, she's fake. Nobody's that nice. No, you can choose to be nice because you want to be nice. Doesn't it make you guys feel good when you're nice? It does me. Like, I love to be like, make people happy and smile and feel good and just like make somebody's day a little bit better. It makes my day a little bit better. But that does not mean that you don't have a mean side. That just means you choose to be nice. You know what I mean? So I definitely can get a little bit mean, but it has Candace written all over it. We love when Alex swears. As tough as they come. Y'all are funny. Anyways, let's check out this shooting real quick before I go. It's 10:15. I saw the Paw Patrol toys for sale by Candace. They were Summer's birthday gifts from her fourth birthday. They were nice. They were brand new. And it was like the Paw Patrol tower. No, it wasn't after Summer. I'm talking about before, Scott. She sold them. Yeah, Robin did say, well, she didn't say they didn't take any donations. That's true. She never said they didn't. They ended up staying. That's true. That's a good point. So Scott, there, I think it was like November of 2020 that she sold them. Who else said that they saw that? Vicky. I'll try to find the screenshots. I know somebody's got them, but yeah, if anybody does have them, email them to me. But it was like this. My friend Shar, she's a mod here. She's just been having a lot going on in her life, so she hasn't been here recently. But her daughter has that, and it's like several pieces to it, and it's big, and it was expensive, and Candace sold it 8 months before Summer went missing, pretty much. Hey, Insanely Confused. Maybe if I find it, I'll put it on my community page when it starts. My kid has one of those towers, actually. Now there's a couple models, and the one I got her was like 80 to 100. Exactly. Yes. That's what I was thinking, like $75 at least. I know. I love Char. Well, all that glitters, people are saying like there's apps that you can use to message somebody from somebody else's number. Hey, girl, Insanely Confused. Do you think for drugs or alcohol? Maybe. Probably something like that. Because, I mean, even though she's done some things that look shady, I got to give her credit. Candace had tons of pictures of taking the kids out to do stuff, a lot of times outdoor stuff. She said that she took him to that swimming hole because of COVID, which at the time I said that I liked that. That made me feel like at least she's like conscious of that. At least she's thinking about stuff like that. So I think she had her moments of being a good mom, but I also think that when you struggle with addiction and alcoholism, especially liquor, like heavy liquor, I don't know. I just think that you become a person that you're not really anymore. And you'll do things and say things that, yeah, there it is, Vicky. You'll do things and say things that you would never do. And you'll hurt all the people around you that you love the most, but you'll never do it intentionally thinking I want to hurt them. So even most of me thinks that if one of the parents were involved, and especially Candace, if she was involved, that it would be more of an accident, cover-up type of situation, not an intentional trying to hurt them. I think that it just happens that the people you love end up paying the highest price for your addiction, and you staying fucked up. Like, you're going to pay for it in the end when you got to get off of it, or you die, or you're in jail. But during the time while you're high, however long that lasts, years, months, whatever, the people that you love that are around you, they're going to pay for it. 100 for the tower. Thank you, Shakes Her Fist. Wow. No wonder she sold it. I try to fill in for Johnny when he's not here. Aw, I miss Johnny. Weird when he's not here. Hey, Blue Pearl Girl. That's okay, open minds. I agree. Now, what did we figure out tonight? Was that the person that's calling has individual in there? Right. They would have to have, yes, Smoky Blue Days, one time. They would have to have Dolly, Benny, Ernie, and Candace's number. All of those. So that's the only picture I've ever seen of her in a mask. But look, it's Paw Patrol. What's on her shirt? Paw Patrol. You know what I mean? But then yet Paw Patrol was the tower that was sold before, and it had to be hers. It was brand new pretty much. Besides, I don't think those have been out for that long. Just want to say this. Nothing was messing around with me this morning. He downloaded a Spoke app because we were talking about this last night. Yeah, I was talking about you earlier. I just didn't say your name. So this is the person in the chat whose husband they were like testing it out, and you can call someone with a different number. Now, could you message each other with that number? Did you see that? Or was it just calls? Now, what we did figure out tonight was that the person that's doing the calling has to have the individuals in their contacts. Huh. Okay, I understand that comment now. I'm sorry, I got a little confused. How does this call end? Let's scroll to the end because I wasn't going to play anymore. I was just going to end this, but we can scroll to like the last minute or two and see. Back to... Hopefully you guys can still hear it. Let me know if you can't. Hold on.
Right. Yeah, I know, Candace. I know you do, Candace. I know you do. I know, and I know you love him. He's your husband. Of course you do, you know? Remember the kids was all I've known for 14 years. Yeah, right? Huh.
Oh, shoot.
Right. Yeah, I know, Candace. That's why I was asking. I mean, is your mom gonna come back and get her? Huh? The cops are here. Oh, okay. Well, do they want to talk to you? No. Is Donnie still outside with them? No. Oh. Huh. Well, what are they doing? Just sitting in the driveway? They're driving to a police car, and they're leaving me and stuff. They won't let me talk to them. They won't talk to me at all. Oh, okay. Well, I guess the best thing for you to do, just try and relax, Candace, okay? And just sit down. Tell me to get off the phone. Huh? They told me to get off the phone.
That's right.
Oh, they did? Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll let you go, okay? If you want, call me back after they leave, okay? Okay. All right. Bye.
I remember that now. They're telling me to get off the phone. So that is how that prank ended. I don't know, you guys. That is so frustrating to hear. Let me click on this real quick. Let's just see.
On the action at GoldenNuggetCasino.com Sportsbook, home of the Golden Lions.
Active shooter.
1652, 452 hours. Our dispatch received a call of an active shooter at the Natalie Medical Building at 6457 South Yale Avenue.
My God. 3 people dead. 4 people were killed during a shooting at Tulsa, Oklahoma Hospital Wednesday afternoon. The suspected gunman is also deceased. Now imagine Dawn Wells was sitting right beside her when she was making this call. And weren't the kids still home then? I can't remember about the kids. I'm unplugging those lights because I'm going to try to take y'all to smoke. I cannot remember about the kids. Yeah, that was an old prank. The prank from yesterday was this here. So I don't know, you guys. I don't know. I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. Actually, instead of taking y'all to smoke, I'm probably just going to let you guys go. I will try to find the picture of her posting that on Facebook. And I'm definitely going to go check out a couple things tonight that I want to, hold on. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Woofy. Thank all of you guys. Yeah. I want to check out a couple things, including Scott's channel. I'm going to do that tonight. If anything happens, I'll let you guys know. Tomorrow, I was going to say our next video will be on another case, but that's not true. Tomorrow, Pink Dahlia is coming on, and we're going to talk about our trip to Tennessee through her eyes. And yeah, just talk about maybe if anything happens, I can fill her in and what she's missed while she was driving and visiting and all that stuff. Okay, Lynn, send it to me. Thank you, Sandy Beach. Or her getting drunk and doing it, but she don't know how to spoof. I believe that it was probably her, but I don't know why. I say that, but then I think, well, I need a motive to really believe that, and I don't know what that would be at this time. Besides, maybe there was that trafficking bust. I don't know. Ooh, Google Earth is updated to 2022. Oh, I have to check that out. Oh, thank you, Marcy. So appreciate that. All right, you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow. We'll talk to Pink Dahlia about the trip. And then I'll probably do a true crime news soon. And I want to do the live on the story that the movie Jennifer's Body is based on. And I did like a 3-minute video. If you guys haven't seen that, go check it out before the live so that you're caught up. Attention, she's not been in the spotlight for a while. That's possible, but then why hasn't she been on yes, she is, JC. Why hasn't she been on YouTube if she wants attention? You know what I mean? You would think. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. Yeah, thank you, guidance. I'm going to have to check that out for sure. That's going to be interesting. Love you too, Insanely Confused. I love you all, you guys. Thank you to my mods, and thank you to the chatters. And I'll see you guys tomorrow night while we talk to Pink Dahlia. All right. Good night. Bye. Oh, bye, Maxine.